what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I tried a lot of things. So tried UI, UX. I just knew that no, it wasn't for me.
You know, do soap.
So one thing,
You do soap.
I go ask how I try soap.
no, but I sell soap, sha.
Is it?
Oh, you
My mama do soap, so I sell soap.
Is it? The only you don't say so.
Because now you be get your own. Now you get your own company.
To this person, I go to send a message to this person. I've seen that I had already sent
Send
before,
message to that person.
but you don't respond. So I then added this person sent me. I got a response in 15 minutes.
What the
Reference on this,
No.
They asked for my CV instantly.
Eh,
When I saw the offer letter, I had to send it to one of my guys that did not believe in 9 to 5.
eh.
And the guy was shocked. We're like, wait, so 9 to 5 can actually pay this money? I was like, it's a guy, I swear, I think now level 120K they pay for office work.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Just Being Adultish. Frank is here as always. That's how they quiet.
They are no talk.
Are you doing today? So today we're joined with a senior man in the industry, a business tycoon.
Wow, wow.
Which other one? What do you call that thing? Alpha male.
Business tsunami.
Even.
Young and getting it in the industry.
Sharp. But you don't get praise. It is your life. You need to get praise.
That's why I say I'm silent today.
Oh, you want to take tips from Iben?
Yeah. You know.
Iben, welcome. Good to have you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks for having me.
Last time I see you on camera, when was that? Bola, when you do Bola, this
Yeah, Shina
Shake
2023.
another shake.
Yeah.
About a hot cake.
Hot cake, but his story is sweet. His story is sweet. I will tell Bola when you post that today. Iben, how far now? Welcome.
Oh my dear.
So, I feel like introduce you again, but maybe now you go do your intro. Right? Tell us a bit about yourself. Now, talking stage with this.
Yeah.
They don't know you. They've not seen you before on JBA.
Yeah.
They know this one too, where everybody know him. It's just a
With the brands now.
Okay, guys. I'm known as Iben. Currently working for a tech company that provides payment infrastructure.
No one call him.
Well, no, I'm an industry's boy.
Oh.
And then the chop money. Iben, welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so Iben is here today to basically gist us or give us his experience as to chasing careers, ups and downs, motivation, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. We say more try at least more do more serious conversation today.
Yeah, maybe people learn things, you know.
Before they say we know they give value.
Yeah, this is a lot of value. This can't get this everywhere.
No. Where do I see Iben now?
All these kind of things now. All those webs say motivational people tell you pay for my course.
This
That's
Iben
what I mean.
appearance is 20K.
That's what-
This thing.
Dollars.
Dollars.
Doesn't do what I mean.
Okay, Iben, welcome. So how long have you been with the big boys?
Okay, for Switch.
Well, you didn't say what you do. You didn't say what you do for them.
Okay, well, I'm in operations. I reconcile systems, transaction and accounts for them.
Oh.
So I reconcile the entire InterSwitch payment gateway transactions. Yeah. So I've been with them for 6 months. Came from Paystack. Before then, I was with Money Points, and I think I did Money Point for.
That's
the big boys. That's
You know,
don't worry about that.
Money Point is the longest so far, but I intend for InterSwitch to be the longest because so far, like the brilliance per square meter there is so much that
Is it the brilliance per
Per
square
square
meter?
meter. That's per every square meter.
You
Where you go.
meet person wey sabi.
you get.
I think that's an amazing place to work.
When I
because,
was supposed to.
brother.
I like your idea.
So
I
you
like your
look to your right when you're seeing one bad guy. Look to your left, you're seeing one bad girl. Like, everybody just is on that level of brilliance.
Mm.
So, and you know how they say that you're as good as the people you spend.
around, yeah.
Mm.
So it's something that excites me. Being around those people, spending quality time, and just learning. Yeah. So I mean, I'll be with these guys for quite a while.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Or you ja.
Mm,
No like
well,
ja. Google.
well,
Yeah, the Jaggers be
And
like,
Google now.
no, you know, say no be everybody, no be their goal to work for Google.
Hey, me
Google,
look at
the intern say na go.
looking at
even say,
If
get
you
one,
say,
get
if you
one
say
babe.
because from what he's saying is in the finance space.
now.
So you Google na finance space.
Google Pay no day.
If it's Google Pay and Google na different.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's do what do you call that? Rewind. Before
Okay,
you
so
wait. First of all, what led you into what you're doing today?
all right. So for me, right, I'd say chance. Chance happened.
Oh wow.
So, because at every phase of my life, I was chasing different things. So, for instance, based on what I studied in school, right, and I schooled in Calabar, a small
Calabar
city,
boy.
which was distant from the big city, and so information, right. So I didn't really have a lot of information being in Calabar. So at that time, I wanted to chase the course I studied, which
What did you
was
study?
studied plant biology.
Huh?
Plant biology.
Plant in the PSB people now. Plant.
No, plant.
That's how the post.
Tell you plant biology, they
The same
find.
thing. I know you get one short for the
I
call
don't.
that year.
It's been no be the same thing.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not something that one.
All right, because the very first interview I had was I was supposed to work with some guys that are into conservation of wildlife,
Mm.
right? So I was like, okay, this is something I did in school, so
Yeah.
yeah, let me pursue it. So and then I had an interview. There were like 3 guys that interviewed me, 1 white guy and 2 black guys. So they all needed to have like a unanimous decision.
Mm.
White guy mark me good. 1 black guy mark me good. And the last black guy called talk say, you don't have enough experience, right? So, that didn't work out. And then, so for me, one thing that's actually helped me has been intentionality. I don't like to leave things to chance. And that turning point came in 200 level, right? I had one experience and it just made me take on that decision that, okay, if I need to do something, right, and I know that my effort is not enough,
Yeah.
then I'll acknowledge that, okay, this is why I wasn't able to achieve this thing. So you will never hear me say, okay, I don't do my rest, I don't do the rest to God. So it made me like very, very intentional in the sense that if I needed to add more effort or another output, so that actually really helped me because when after school, and it was time for service,
Mm.
I was
What do
like,
you say?
that exactly, I'm coming to there.
Oh.
After service, I was like, I want to serve in Oyo State. And it's a thing of chance. You don't know where they will post you to, right?
Yeah.
So I had to like say, no, I want to control the outcome of this. And then I met some persons and
Controlled the outcome.
yeah. And then, and then I
Yeah,
met,
you don't let me
and then I,
we get grace, we get divine favor. Now you dey control the outcome.
Yeah.
and so I did what I had to do, and then I got Oyo State. And then coming here, it was a different experience because
That's going to a year now.
yes, going to Oyo State
Okay.
because obviously closer to Lagos, I was seeing guys doing things that I didn't even know was existing. And I would say this to you: all my time in Calabar, there, I didn't even know about this graduate training program.
Oh wow.
I didn't know. I didn't even know much about tech and stuff like this. So I came, I was seeing young guys building websites, doing shit. So, that was like the turning point, and that was when confusion set in too.
Oh wow.
Because you're not asking yourself, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I tried a lot of things. So tried UI, UX. I just knew that no, it wasn't for me.
You know, do soap.
So one thing,
Everyone's having that
no,
inside soap.
no, but I sell soap, sha.
Easy.
Oh, you
My
said-
mama do soap, so I sell soap.
Easy. Now only you
see
don't
that
say
I
so.
know about- you see that I know about- because now you be get your own. Now you get your own company.
So, but one thing I always tell people that if you're not sure of what you want, be sure of what you don't want. Right. So it helps you filter out,
Okay, when you're looking
yeah.
for stuff, man.
So, when I tried UI UX, I knew okay, this is not for me. I didn't have that artistic side or whatever that was probably required. The whole design thing, it wasn't just for me. And then I just saw I was like, okay, let me try, because then I felt like one of the easiest thing to do then was customer support, right? I had stories of guys that started with customer support, they became IT, became software engineers. So like, okay, let me just do support and then find my path from there. So the pay then was 30K.
How
And-
long ago was this?
What company?
No, this was telecommunications Spectranet.
Oh,
But I was
okay.
working. It was under an LOB, BL, IBPO. It was an outsourcing company.
Okay.
So they employed me to work for Fair Money first. I did 1 month at Fair Money.
When was this time?
This was
Yeah.
2022.
You
Yeah,
never
that's
come
okay.
Lagos, but you don't do Lagos.
No, I don't do Ibadan then.
Okay.
So I just did come in Lagos. They go back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I was based. I rented an apartment in Ibadan there. So I took the job, right? I wasn't. I didn't focus on the money because I was like, this was a learning experience for me. So I came. A lot of time people be complaining the pay is too small, the pay is too small. But I knew that was just part of the journey for me. It wasn't like a destination. So I did that job for 9 months. It was a call center. And that thing really shaped me in the sense that it gave me the work ethics that I practice today. Because it was strict, right? I learned how to like lock in without my phone because you don't let you use the phone on the
Use phone
floor.
when you're on call.
And I learned how to show up on time. There's no official meeting you would call me to and I will come late. It's not possible because we're resuming work by 7. Even in Lagos now that there's traffic, if you set the meeting by 6 a.m., I will show up by 6 a.m. Even till now, when I go to the office, because it's a hybrid shift, I show up 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. So that helped me cultivate that habit of showing up on time.
Yeah.
And other, work ethics and stuff like that. So did it for 9 months, and when I was sure that I had learned, I was like, okay, it's time. And for that 9 months, I didn't apply for any job.
Oh, wow.
I was like, let me just learn.
Do this
Because they're also issuing certificates. I got that certificate like after 5 months, but I was like, let me just do this 9 months. So when I was sure that, okay, I had something to say, okay, I can do this for these guys, I was like, okay, let me start applying. So I just went on LinkedIn one time. I saw Money Point. I was like, remote. Okay. It would be cool to like, work from home. Because they posted pictures walking from the bar beach. It was cool. It was nice. I was like,
No
okay.
wings.
and so I applied for the job. 2 months, no feedback. And for me, like, you know how they say you can't do the same thing all the time and expect a different result. So I asked myself, why didn't I get a call back? I looked at my CV. Could it be my CV? I made some amendments, but obviously I couldn't apply again. So I started like going on LinkedIn and texting people that were new on the job and asked them, oh, how long did it take for you to get a response? People were saying, no response in 1 month. Like, so my own is 2 months,
That's
no
people
response.
that are working with money.
Yeah,
point
but they
now,
were new.
Okay, new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay. So because the way I grew up, right, my parents have like different ideologies. So what I did was I found a balance. My dad is someone that knows how to create opportunity for himself. My mom is someone that knows how to utilize opportunity.
Yeah.
So I found that balance. So I was like, okay, let me do something, different. So and then I then went to the employees on Money Point, sieve out all the HRs, recruitments, and the heads of different departments. And obviously, I can't send everybody the same thing.
Yeah.
So I had to now curate different
For each of
messages.
them.
And before I could do that, I had to sacrifice. I subscribed to LinkedIn Premium. to have access to their inbox,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Because I couldn't send them an email because of
Yeah.
of ordinary this thing. I didn't have money because again I'm earning 30K. The premium was like 17K then. So I did that 17K just to have access. I was like, my goal is that in 1 month something should work because the screen is for 1 month.
Yeah.
So I bombed everybody, do like Yahoo boy. I was the bomb for night. I was the bomb. And then, luckily for me, the mail I sent to the head of customer success at Moneypoint, then I started with like commending her career, like, oh, you have a great career path. You're someone I would like to be a mentee under. Then she responded, oh, thank you so much. I was like, you're welcome. I really like to work on your team. I really want to work on your team. And then she was like, okay, fine. Send a message to this person. I go to send a message to this person. I've seen that I had already sent it before,
Message to that person.
but you don't respond. So I then added, this person sent me. I got a response in 15 minutes.
What the
Reference on this,
heck?
They asked for my CV instantly.
Yeah.
That
All
day-
this was on mail, I mean.
yeah, LinkedIn, yeah.
Oh, LinkedIn. Okay.
And then
Learn.
then-
Don't be this easy apply.
Oh, but why they call my name now? Why you
Call you that.
why they call
I
my
don't call you.
name?
You bet. You get person want to know. You know, do like 40,000 easy apply.
so and then the recruiter told me that we currently do not have a role for full-time employees. We have contracts. I was like, and then she said the offer, it was not much as a contractor, but I was like, let me get in, and then I work my way up.
Yeah.
So I got in. The first thing I did was ask questions, because when I got in, the people I could relate with were other contract staff.
Yeah.
So I asked them, how long have you been in contract staff? At the year 2 years, at the year 3 years, at the year 2.5. I like, no, I can't be a contract staff for
It's a
2
long time
years.
to be contract
That's a
staff.
long time, man.
So I now asked, then I found just one person that told me she got converted after 11 months. I was like, okay, this is enough for me to work towards to. So I didn't care that over 95% told me 2 years, 2.5 years. I just focused on making it within that 11-month space. And I got converted after 6 months.
Sharp.
Because I knew that the money I was earning wasn't what I was worth. So I just knew that I had to level up. So what that meant was that I became very reliable, right? So my team did found me very reliable. I was always showing up at office doing my hybrid days. I started doing more, right? Beyond what I was supposed to do. I'm just supposed to support merchants, right? The POS guys and everything. But then I started playing in fraud. When there's a fraud case, I take it up. I call my team lead, CEO, what can we do? Let's do this. Let's send the mail to the banks and stuff. So I started doing more than what I was supposed to do. I started recovering money. You know how people will send erroneous funds to other people.
Yeah.
You know, I work together with how I recovered so much. There was one time I recovered 1.7 million for a customer. 1.7 million. Did 50K, 30K. And then, so before you know, she just pushed me for promotion. Like
6 months.
6 months instead of the regular 12 months or 2 years or stuff. And then became a full-time staff, obviously, salary raise, bonuses, and stuff. And after a while, I was like,
What
no,
next?
I think I've done it here, right? Because
See,
those were,
see, problem with ambition.
I think I've done it.
I dey always tell you our problem for life.
It's that
Na
you
we
want,
dey cause am.
you want to make it.
We are ambitious
We are very
people.
ambitious people. But what is there to just tell your friend and sleep?
Just easy. I've achieved my goal. Oh. No more goal.
Right. So, and I knew that I wanted to do payments proper, right? I was playing outside. I was not in payments. Yeah. So, and then I started making some research. Which part of payments? Is it chargebacks? Is it reconciliation and stuff? So I started doing was I started learning those things on my own. Oh, what is chargeback? What's the payment cycle? What does it? What's the role in the payment cycle as a whole and stuff like that? So now it made me that when I was now treating chargeback issues as a support guy, I was now having more to like tell the other guy, the customers, oh, this is why this is delayed, this is what
Yeah.
this response means. So I was now knowledgeable about those
Other
chargeback
parts, yeah.
stuff. And again, Money Point is remote. We don't go to the office because when I became a full-time staff, I stopped going to the office. I was now working fully remote. Now it becomes difficult to learn because unlike seeing someone Alpha, show me this chargeback stuff.
Yeah.
What did I now do? I went to someone in chargeback team, Alpha, please, I'd like for us to meet at the office. I don't mind covering your transport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then obviously, because of my approach and everything, because one thing that I'm good at is with words. Like I know how to compose things and send to you, and that will appeal to you to even help me and stuff. And then she agreed. We came to the office one day. While she was working, I was watching her do her work, and I was learning. She was explaining. I even had to record sessions and stuff.
Oh wow.
And then I told my team lead, man, I want to do chargeback.
Chargeback.
And she said, okay, fine. All right, don't worry. I'll help you. And then she tried to help me set and like a rough interview, not an official one, for the man to access my strengths and my
Yeah,
knowledge
so
and
you
stuff.
can go.
So when that meeting was to be had, there was a delay. We didn't have that meeting. The next week, the man resigned.
Ah.
Almost setback.
Part of who bang bang bang.
When you heard this, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
I was like, damn, like, I was like, this one, because I was like, I felt sad about it, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Well, I just kept on learning stuff,
yeah,
just
yeah.
learning stuff.
How do you find the motivation to keep learning after something like that happened? Man?
So that's the thing, right? I think again, it has to do with where I first worked
Okay.
because I had to develop what they call a passion stance. And what that means is being able to dig deep when you find an obstacle or when you find a setback. So, and I tell people that one of the easiest ways to learn is develop a passion for it. I mean, it's your mind. You just have to control your mind that okay, this is what I really want, and then develop a passion for it. If not just for it, but just develop a passion for learning, right? And I was still learning and learning and learning and learning. And it became difficult because when I became full time, that my team lead was no longer my direct team lead.
Yeah.
It was a new person, and she wasn't really. We
that kind
didn't
of
have that
vibe.
rapport. And then one day I just saw. And then I tried to apply officially, to go to that team. But then, because of more information, I realized that chargeback is even a small guy. Reconciliation is like the big boys. Because even there, you don't easily access the recon guys. You don't see them. Like their queue is different, but you can see the chargeback guy. I was like, okay, I want to do recon, but that was more harder because for recon you need to have strong Excel skill, you need to have SQL and stuff. So what did I do? I had to pay a friend of mine that was a data analyst some money to teach me SQL.
Oh wow.
I had not gotten a job yet in recon, but I was like, it's better I prepare myself.
Yeah, for that.
So if there's an opportunity,
Just
I can easily
jump in.
just jump in. So, and I knew that paying my friend 30K would make it serious for the person teaching me and for
But
me
you
learning.
really learn to.
You get it? Because when some things are free, person might not be compliant. Or
Even yourself
committed.
to you.
So, and then I forced my way and got an interview, right, with the recon guys, even without my team lead knowing, but she just approved. Like I had secured it, then I told her.
Okay.
She approved, but she was like, next time, don't secure something with that behind my back. Let me know the process. I'll say fine. So I went for the interview. Unfortunately for me, my set was a set that introduced a technical interview. Before it's just theory. You talk what you know and they take you. And obviously I was prepared for the theory part. Right? I did 90% in the theory part. And then technical interview, they gave me transactions to reconcile live. Bro, I had never sweated in my life. I sweated that day. I was doing it at a friend's house.
Yeah.
And the friend saw me sweating, went and brought standing electric fan just to blow. And I didn't pass that technical interview. And I told the man guy now made corrections. I was like, okay, with these corrections you've made, can you give me another one so I can try and prove to you that one, I'm a fast learner and I really want this. I didn't get the opportunity, and so I knew that okay, it was. I didn't want to wait and try again because I felt like I would not get it soon. Yeah, I didn't want to wait for 6 more months and stuff. So I started looking outside. Then I found a chargeback and refunds rule outside. But then the pay was smaller than what I was
Current
getting
one.
at the point. So it became a decision of
Very much.
do I go for the skill I want
Yeah.
and play the long term game and bet on myself that the universe will reward me later, right? So I spoke to one of my big guys because
Yeah.
one of the things that I do is when I find myself in a new space,
Yeah.
I make friends with people in that space more experienced than me, so they can help and guide me and stuff. So I talked to one of my guys, because Alpha, this is what I'm faced with, and he told me, he said, if you can survive on the smaller pay, run it,
Okay.
and then know that you've got to secure that skill. But if not, just
Stay where you dey.
continue this one and just keep
Yeah.
doing and try to get it at that side. So I then decided to like resign at Money Point, take up this other small pay. I did that job for 4 months. Chargeback and refund.
The new one, Abi?
Yeah,
Okay.
this was now Paystack. I did it for 4 months, and it was enough to get me into InterSwitch for the reconciliation role that I have been that I was looking for.
Wow.
The first one you applied, the one you did first that you failed was at Money Point still. Then.
Yes, well, it was a
Okay,
recon role,
yeah.
but because I didn't have the technical expertise, then.
Uh,
So, and again, it was important that I had those skills because for my case study and interview at InterSwitch, it was required.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's something that I tell people that even when you've not gotten what you really want at that time, if you know what it takes, just
Yes,
prepare yourself
yes,
because
yeah.
opportunity will always come, right?
um,
And again, the InterSwitch thing didn't just fall on my lap, right? Again,
The same
LinkedIn
process,
again,
yeah.
I went to LinkedIn and
I
I
suppose on you for
Man,
that.
I suppose on
Get
me.
one-
bro, like
Get one
I've harassed so much people on LinkedIn.
They get one guy like that. He said
So that's
DMs,
why I consider LinkedIn an asset to me,
Yeah,
like
sure.
an asset, because even the dollar job I was doing then, I was earning
Yeah,
dollar.
I know.
Now LinkedIn. And when I was a virtual assistant, it was LinkedIn. I was working for one um, um, Asian American in Texas, and that helped me because then I was playing with like so much CRMs,
Okay.
HubSpot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was,
Yeah.
I even understood how, because I was doing a lot for him. I was grading students in the US
Oh, wow.
for him. I was also playing in real estate for him.
Oh.
Yeah, like I was helping him. I made those in December. I made so much money for that guy. I made like maybe like $80K for him, just from helping him close deals, house deals and stuff. So LinkedIn is an asset for me. So back to the internship thing, I just went to her DM. I told her that, please, I just I want to follow in your career path. Like you have such a wonderful career again. I want to follow.
Format with that.
This format.
I want to follow your.
These formats. Let me jot things down.
So I was like, I want to follow in your career path. Please, would you just give me a chance?
Yeah.
And she was like, this is so touching.
Ew.
She said, send your CV. I sent my CV. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. In 1 week, I got an assessment from InterSwitch. I should do assessment. I run I didn't believe that I would pass the assessment because it was a whole bunch of some internal questions and broad banking questions and stuff. So I was like, those internal questions, because some of them were like tied to their vision and mission. So you need to
okay.
understand their culture
Yeah.
and their vision before you won't get it right. But again, I already had an idea of what their vision and mission was like. So I kind of like used it to like answer the questions. And luckily for me, I passed. KB case study. Again, it was a reconciliation case study. I had not done recon in my life before. What did I do? went to LinkedIn again, called all the reconciliation experts. How far? Come and help me. Let's work on case study. I mentioned guys from Flutterwave, messaged guys from Kurapi, guys from even Fincra. So it was one guy that I think he was working with Aka Payments. It was one that like gave me his number, jumped on a call, looked at it, broke it down for me because I needed to understand what I was going to present, right?
Yeah.
And all these things happened in one day because they gave me 2 days for the case study. And he didn't have time on Saturday, so everything we did was on Sunday.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep for the night. I had to prepare my slides. So lucky for me was that you submit the slide first before you present.
Okay.
So I just pack everything, submit. It was good enough for them. They called me a week to come and present. By then I had time to now understand.
Very well.
And that's how I got in, and that's how I've been doing recon. Right? So again, like, the journey hasn't been very, very smooth because when I tell people that early in my life, like I used to hawk, they don't believe. They look at me and like, how fresh guy like you when you been a hawk. But the thing is, but the thing is that it just goes to show that you cannot let your environment limit you because I knew that I wouldn't get to this level if I was still in Calabar. And not to take away that Calabar is a bad city, but
it's not like a bad city. Even I say the same thing about somewhere like PH.
Yeah.
PH is still changing about a place like Lagos, for example, is so open to the point where you get to experience a whole lot of things, a whole lot of people that have a lot of things going for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it just somewhere like let's say you're born in PH, you grew up in PH. Yeah, there are people that are making wonderful things there. But then there's this safety net you just have there that, hey, I'm okay here. And then it makes you not even know that there's something else. So except you leave, you might not notice it. You may imagine that they born you, they your papa house. You do alright. Roof day overhead, food day, everything day okay. Right? As far as you concerned, day to day you dey survive. Yeah, you know there's more, but you don't really know how much more.
How much more, yeah.
Until maybe you travel, go somewhere, and you now see an entirely different set of people with an entirely different set of mindset, and you be like, oh shit.
Yeah, landlord
I've
travel
never-
and
eh,
see.
And that has helped me because now my brother doesn't have to go through what I
The
did.
same thing,
yeah.
Because I was the only one that came to Lagos first, right? I had to like build something small here. And then it's okay, you guys can now come. So my sister is also here, right? She did her housemanship because she's a nurse in Lagos here. And the offer she got was times 3 of what they were offering her in the East. There, right?
That's beautiful news to kind of hear.
And now my brother just got in as a guide assistant to one of the commercial banks now. He's doing his ET, right? You see how easy executive training. So you
But
see
you do like say Isabia. You know
No,
Isabia.
no. You will ask. He died.
Well, like it's really amazing. Like the whole Lagos journey. Most of us, like, of course, me and you can testify to leaving Port
how it
Harcourt
is.
and coming to and then you see people do amazing shit, and you're like, damn. Man.
Yeah, you be like so the thing that blew my mind the most is you see somebody that you guys are like at the same age bracket
Yeah.
and he's telling you he has 10 years of working experience. And you be like, when did you start working?
It will shock you.
Because at the end of the day, you just say that because they are here, maybe right after school. And again, so when I have like young guys come and meet me and say alpha. You know what do you have to say? I tell them that, see, in my own opinion, I'd advise you that once you're done with your BSc, get a job with it. Don't rush and go to masters because you have to be intentional about your masters.
I don't get why people rush to do this.
You need to be intentional because
Except say your papa get money or your money there or there's a specific thing you're chasing.
yeah.
I don't see why you should rush to do a master.
Because the thing is, if you can't get a job, right, with your BSc, what's the guarantee you get with your masters? Because obviously there'll be that gap in skills and expertise. So why don't you just get something? Then if you're not sure of what you want to do, you can do masters. For me now, today I can say, okay, because I reconcile accounts, right? I can take a master's degree in finance now.
Yeah.
I can say I want to do an MBA because Interest has a business side.
Yeah.
You get so at the end of the day, it aligns with my
What you're doing
Yeah.
already. Your
I,
career
I've already
path
done I've already done a master's program, but
Mm.
I don't even care about it because I did it in biology.
Mm.
You get, and it's not vital to what I do today.
Yeah.
You get, it's just there. But the next one I'm going to do now is going to be really, really, it's going to align with the goals
Where
and
where you're.
stuff. So don't just rush because I feel like sometimes people just do masters because of lack of job. You look for a job you don't see.
Yeah.
I just go to run-
use the time to do masters.
Yeah.
But then it's a waste of because
You
it
need
doesn't solve
resources.
your problem.
It doesn't solve your
You need
problem
this.
because you come out from the masters and really
You'll be more
can't.
confused.
You know,
You can't.
Yes, nah.
and then you probably feel maybe some type of way if you're now offered a starting entry level salary because you feel like I have a master's
That's
degree.
what's going to happen.
That's
exactly
definitely what's going to happen.
You get your
yeah.
master's degree, and all of a sudden your numbers have changed.
Yeah,
You didn't even secure the last one.
exactly.
But because you now have a master's, you're now looking at, hey, man, I can't be collecting this amount with my master's degree. And then there's one young boy somewhere that he has nothing. He's willing to collect half of that one self. And it's even better than you because why? He spent time honing that skill for the job. Why there's one thing to be book smart. There's one thing to be
yeah,
are they smart on the job is different, right? Almost all of us, we have to learn on the job, no matter how much you do outside, right? You have to learn on the job. But the difference is sometimes what you're taking in at the start first.
yeah,
It's hard for you to, like you said, you spent a lot of time. Okay, I want to get into this, right? And then you go, what do I need to learn? What do I need to know to get into this? Each step you take, when you don't reach it, you say, hey, Baba, this one tough pass, waiting I learn. Oh. Now you start learning on the job again and start. But then if you don't have that initial one, man, they just drop you like they just dump you for the middle like this. You go lost now.
exactly.
What's the biggest setback you've faced so far?
Right. Okay. So the biggest setback. So well, I think I would say. I'll still speak to the money point experience because I'm not someone that likes to jump around. I really wanted to like stay for a while
Okay.
there. Yeah. And it was even difficult for the head of customer success to let me go. Because one again, she played a role in me being there and she could attest to my competency. So she didn't want to actually lose me. But knowing that I was coming from a support role to join the team, I felt like you could have given me that grace to come and learn on the job.
Okay.
Put me on probation and see if I'll not
How
be
far,
good.
yeah.
And not just to reject me because I don't have the technical skills. How will I get it from working at support? Did you get? So, it took me like it affected me mentally for a while. But again, because of the passion stance I had to overcome it and found a way to bounce from it and not just bounce from it, bounce well, and I mean in a space where what I really wanted, I have it now. I'm not just having it, I have it with a better pay and the provision to learn more. Right? So
Fair.
that is it.
Weird question. First day in that switch pay you big money, how you feel?
Oh, see, I think I don't even know which one was it. Was it when I saw the offer letter?
Okay, there you go start though. Imagine
You know
coming
that
from here
Oh boy.
to here.
So when I saw the offer letter, I had to send it to one of my guys that did not believe in 9 to 5. And the guy was shocked. We're like, wait, so 9 to 5 can actually pay this money? I was like, it's a guy, I swear, I think so now level 120K they pay for office work. And the crazy part is that I've adjusted to that money.
Now it's all life go be now.
But that's
Now when person,
there's-
that person we no get the money go start be advise you how you go use spend the money. And I say there's no way I'll be receiving let's say 500K now.
and I will save.
And I will not save 400,000. You know?
First of all, you go move house.
Oh, but
Exactly. Because
now.
again, because when I came to Lagos, right? Thank God for my friend that accommodated me because I didn't have an accommodation. And again, the arrangement was I'll stay at his place for 6 months, right? And then I'll get my own space. But when you're on a contract salary that's never up to, anything, how do you now get an apartment in
Abi?
Lagos,
But
right?
your talent
Yeah,
is
of
even
course.
plenty self.
I be read determination story. They're supposed to do like Netflix documentary. about your life.
So again, right? So again, I think so. One thing I tell people is that you can't do it alone, right?
Absolutely.
You need people, and one thing that's going to help you navigate people better is emotional intelligence, right? Because I did not even ask for extension. A guy actually like looked at me and said, "Don't worry, don't feel pressured again." Why? Just because maybe the way we've been living together, he was okay with it, right? I took initiative, did things when I was supposed to do things, and not because say your guy gather, you're not gonna
And
take
it's loose.
responsibility,
No, a lot of people
right?
they do
Even
that
with
kind
from my small salary, then I was still paying for internet, I was still paying for food, even though obviously guys will be guys. The only thing that he was doing for me was when we go out, then
Yeah.
he doesn't let me pay anything. He covers for me.
Okay.
But again, the moment I got my full-time offer at Money Points,
Oh,
about
deep,
stop. He
You
said,
go
"Baba,
stop
you
now.
gonna
You
pay."
just
Premium don't finish.
You
Can
get.
I not touch ground?
Yeah, nah.
Are we here to
So,
do
so
charity work?
the annoying part of it all is that, in as much as it looks like okay, I'm earning reasonable today. Inflation makes me feel like
But yeah, that's
It's
normal.
not where we
It's-
should give him
Yeah.
good to because like
because
That happens,
I
that's
don't know.
normal.
Sometimes I feel like I feel proud I'm back in the day because I'm like, why am I spending so much money on food?
And that's how it is. Even inflation aside, right? The more you earn, the more your expenses also goes up.
no, but regardless, at least if inflation no day.
Yeah.
Right?
But inflation go always there. So no be like say
no, of course inflation.
I
go
suppose
always
go
dey,
you
but
kill
no be-
like
no
this
be
this
like
year.
this.
It's inflation
you
no
go
day.
there
No be
always,
like
no
this.
be, you know, again. That's even one thing that hey, no matter how you plan, you can never control it.
Yeah.
So is it there? It's just make peace with the fact that hey, inflation must day. No matter what you go day. Nothing. If we day tomorrow, now, Tinubu decide say, like say this Friday we shut down where. That means say things don't good.
It's
well,
not good.
Top am again.
Oh, that's smart.
And-
And
Yeah, I'm grateful to God. I mean, today now, like, I stay in my own space.
shout out.
It's not so big, 1 bedroom that I pay.
But he said it's not so big. You know how big one bedroom be.
That I pay
Go and
for
check
it.
how much is one bedroom in
No,
Lagos.
why I say
Omo,
it's not so
no,
big.
no. I know how much I spent now just to secure with all these. I don't know what they are doing now. Agents. You go see house. Tell you house now like this. They come say total
conversation.
package. That package will come past 50% of.
That conversation.
rent.
The day we go enter that conversation.
Well,
So it's crazy, Mo. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful for the progress because
Yeah.
someone who like knew me back in the day when I was like selling in the streets of Calabar.
you know,
Yeah, so like it would be like a representation of like more dreams do come
Come
true
true.
and stuff.
true.
And the other day I was talking to a colleague of mine. I was like saying that where I am today has actually changed my life positively. And she was like, "What do you mean?" I'm saying you might not understand what it is, but it's from
Where
my
you
background
coming
because
from?
I was born into a family where at the time my dad was a student in school and his part-time job was a security guy at Channel View Hotels. If you're in Calabar, you would know Channel because it's a popular hotel there. And my mom was a trader. She was selling under her mom. So it's not like she had owned the business herself.
Yeah.
It was her mom's business. And because of that, I at some point my grandmother had to also contribute to our welfare. Because my dad wasn't bringing in much at the time and stuff. So my grandmother really encouraged me. And at the end of the day, I'm also grateful for all those experiences because when I was hawking, I think what I did then that I didn't know was actually reconciliation because I sell stuff and I didn't have to balance the books, right?
Oh, you dey see am.
So
So
and
that your soap that way you do that. What you did there, na entrepreneurship. but you don't know that time.
Okay.
don't know
But
that
maybe
time.
make it work first.
But
Then
once now you just abandon
I
that.
never abandon.
Once you pick them up again,
I never
you
abandon
use
her.
the experience you get.
And again, that experience actually like helped me identify needs.
Yeah.
Because one thing I was doing for Money Point was also working with the product team.
Okay.
This is at the pain points of the customers. This is what I think we can do better. So while I was hawking then, you know how normally if you go market, you will forget to carry your bag. You won't buy thing put. So I already you're carrying a lot of nylon that you bought different things there.
Small.
So when I saw that a lot of people fell in that bracket, I had to now from the money I was saving from my grandmother, because sometimes when I sell well, she gives me dash me money. So I had to now buy bags.
Bags. To be
So
said.
then it was 80 naira a bundle. A dozen is 12. So when you
12,
sell, you get 14 naira again.
Wow.
So when I see someone that is struggling with Rush, please, if you want to buy a bag, here's one. Or here's the bag. You want to buy.
You need them.
You will need them. And because of my background, because my parents really tried, in as much as things were tough, they sent me to one of the best primary schools in Charles Walker. And I'm grateful for that because that was where I learned how to speak, write, or understand. So, instead of the normal anti-buy bag way the year, you're hearing good afternoon first.
Branding.
You get
branding with that.
branding.
Yeah.
So you pick that, okay, you want to buy and stuff. But another thing that experience did for me was it made me street smart. Because people I was engaging with were mostly homeless guys that were selling, or people that their parents were homeless, or people that were mates to people, not actual children. So obviously they had some kind of habit.
Yeah.
You had to be smart. And then one of the things that we used to do there, because then we had people that used to give us tickets, just the way you give keke tickets.
Yeah.
They had people that give you tickets for walking.
You go pay tax.
So for you to be an OG, you need to avoid those people. So two ways you can avoid them is physically avoiding them. You see them for here, you move like this. Or you ginger say they don't give you ticket before. The first day I was able to convince one guy that you don't give me ticket before now. And he believed. I felt so proud.
Well, these colleagues.
And again,
I tell you.
those things helped me in school.
Yeah.
Because you get some situations where we say, even though you don't fuck up, guys allow yourself, they oppressed.
Yeah.
You guys ginger say, I don't fuck up, but calm down now. You get so then at Malabo, then if you allow them to chop your eye, so they will bully you, don't be for you. So it kind of like shaped me and kind of like molded me to like being having that street smart side, and then being book smart and stuff.
Man, there's a lot of things I want to ask you.
But there's a lot. I've learned a lot.
We'll do part 2 and part 3. But your story is very inspiring. I've known you for a while. So a lot of these things I've experienced some of it with you, right? So
Yeah.
I know, and it's always so good to see. I know when you've been the hustle, the interstate job. I know how you fly to. So it's exciting to say that, hey, okay, yes, I want this thing. I don't just sit down to wait for it. I actually do what I need to do to get it, which is where a lot of us fail. Even me, I struggle with it, right? I have a lot of ideas. The problem is executing those ideas. A lot of things where you don't do. It's not like you don't know. Hey, I'm a product designer. I'm trying to get into this space. This is what I need to do. Not be what is that? Rocket science. Not be further mass. Now further mass why they fear that.
Nah, rocket science.
Who don't fear for that man?
But then doing it is the problem, right? So I'm happy you've shared your story today. We'll do part 2. We'll talk. Okay, now you don't reach here now. What's motivating you? What's all those things? We'll do that one another time.
So again, right? So I don't know. Personally, for me, like I like to plan ahead, right? If you ask me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'll tell you.
Wow.
Without thinking.
Serious?
Yes. I'll tell you that.
Yourself?
Cross-border payments.
Sharp.
Because look at it.
And the Google Pay what you tell you.
Because look at it, right?
I don't see how, bro. I don't see how at the beginning.
Nice one.
If not you, I for not go far. Like,
see this
If no
boy.
be, because I see vision, they drag me down, they laugh me.
So I mean, look at the Japa wave.
Yeah.
People are leaving their families behind, and they will always have to send money back.
One.
That's the remittance we're talking about.
Mm.
So it will definitely become bigger than what it is today.
Most def no.
So whether it's card transactions, whether it's PWT transactions, I'm going to be there.
I see you
I
there.
will be there.
We'll be there with you.
I will be there.
Many Ben, thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming in
this was
today.
an amazing session.
Final words, you just give us. So we have this thing we do where we give adulting tip of the week. You know now. So
Okay.
you don't talk plenty things. So
That's it. It is. There's
you
a
know
lot.
if it's like this now, the adulting tip of the year.
Nah,
you don't give.
like
But
because
for the sake of, may you just give us throw one more final one.
what's that last thing they write in book? Like that summary. I don't forget. I need to read book. You know that end something.
Nah,
You need a
audio
read
book
book
you
too.
dey listen to that. On YouTube, why you want to? You see that person dey read book. So,
But
I
as I
don't
know if you
think
solve
of it.
maths, I gotta read book.
Man, anyhow, again, we all have very different talents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing is figure out what you need to do it. You know that LinkedIn stuff. LinkedIn is an amazing place, right? Social media as a whole, groups, networking, all of those things. Amazing ways to get into spaces you would never get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, for example, anybody is there at a reach of a finger. Twitter, the same way too, right? But the problem is a lot of people don't know how to reach those people.
Yeah.
I heard someone saying once that if you want someone to mentor you, you don't necessarily need to go and start bombarding that person. Hey, say, be my mentor, be my mentor.
Yeah.
There are different ways you can get involved in whatever this person is doing.
Yeah.
Right? Like you now, you try enter the Web3 space and all those things, right? You know, so I see your vision.
They
Say
see my
next
vision.
in next 5 years. I don't know that you don't see how, but I don't see how. In the next 5 years, you'll be big.
Ah,
You'll
yes.
be big.
Yeah,
But
and
something
this
like
vision,
that.
why I
Now,
gotta agree with it.
you'll be big, no worry. Then you gotta sell your soap on the blockchain.
That's make them NFT.
And
You know,
so it was something like that,
nice
right?
concept.
You would, if you want to get into that space, you look for, hey, these are the things, these are the people in this space. Get close to them. How you get close to them? Figure
Right.
out what this person is doing. Is this person doing any exciting project that seems like something I'm interested in? Get involved in that, right? It's not every time you would expect. People have a lot of things they are doing. So even Iben was fortunate enough that some people actually take out time to respond to them like that, right? Some people
No,
get.
I
shit
think
ton
it's
of
not
things
just
that they do.
about, for me, I don't think it's like just fortunate because
I know
I
you
can
do a
say,
lot.
exactly, me, I
You do a
can
lot,
say
no
that
worry.
I paid for LinkedIn Premium.
When you pay, what you guys are doing?
Nothing. You see, so it's not about, and I just say I said some people.
I
there.
go pay for LinkedIn Premium. You see, they do easy apply. You won't get job.
So I think that it's really amazing how
Yeah.
you can leverage most of these
The
spaces.
things
I
we
think
have
if there's anything, that's like really what I've learned. And I feel like this message is not just to this guy isn't get job or make I go.
No,
pay.
it's
And
everything.
then- no. I mean like I don't
Okay, maybe
feel
don't go use the format.
Maybe, no. I mean like no, use the format, but not be like you don't say what is it? You know, like all the people they like they hear say crypto they pay or this they pay. Next thing, you don't go buy the
Forex
next time
they
your
pay.
money. Forex is a good example. Forex they pay. Forex you enter forex your money.
No, if again, now your life, one thing there is speaker. If you go to bombard you with message when you never do the work for background,
Exactly. I think
they come
that's my
invite you.
point.
Then you go flop to the point where we say that person could come go the extra mile to go tell every other company say you
This
see
boy.
this name.
I think that's one lesson I learned
Yeah.
when I've been there and Della. They were like, see, when they let us go, they were like, see, the name Andela was going to open doors for you. But the problem is not the door is open for you. Now, when they open the door, now wait till you use the
Stay.
opportunity to.
Yeah.
Like, at that time, but we are hot cakes now. But then, now waiting you go use. I think that's like the biggest thing I learned from him, where he was already prepared. He was ready.
Yeah.
Like, every way we say, I think I've been seeing this stuff that I've been doing around. Like, when they say, be something, it was making reference to fishermen and fishing. Say even when the waves are bad and stuff like that, what do you that period where you cannot fish? What do you do?
Mend
You
your
use it to
nets.
mend your net.
Mm.
You know, just
Prepare.
so that once that time reach, when he reach, like when you know when
Man,
Jesus stepped it, I throw the Make you know when he drag and now net
full net.
full net
Jesus for slap
or fish
Jesus for slap. He was so slap
you
Peter.
know imagine say the net sef they in food say this net do so you enter inside the chop you come out there's something wrong you enter the chop you go call your guy our net don catch you as you dey drag am comot
They
don chop everything finish dey comot.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. Anyway, this is Ben. You know what? I should say some people go reach you now for tips and all of this.
Yeah.
So we're going to do part 2 someday soon, and then you give us more gist as to this second part of your journey. And hopefully, it happens before that 5 years go. We don't see when you done the cross-border payment.
But I think this is even enough information for someone that wants to like. One thing I learned from what he said is intentionality.
Yes.
You know, a lot of us they leave a lot of things to chance and prayer, right? Which is not good, right? Of course, pray. There's all this quote that say, "Pray like you don't." It's in a pray like you don't believe in hard work and work hard as though you don't believe in prayer.
Maybe bare minimum shit. You
Exactly.
just-
So like, don't just leave any like him now. He wanted to serve in Uyo. I mean, Oyo.
Oyo State.
What did that you dog?
At the coffee list. He said, "How do you mean?"
I don't forget that fool.
He was
Outcome with the final
No, like, it was the way he put it was he made it happen.
Yeah.
So don't just leave and say, you go do 30 days fasting and prayer. After the 30 days
swear.
fasting and prayer, they post you.
Yeah, the host of heaven, all of them go just look
All of
at each other. So-
Maybe they go guide you.
Look, how see what now?
So I think that's like, if there's nothing I've learned, it's just this. Because most times we live our life to chance, leave it to hope, leave it to what if, which can just put our life in a lot of predicament, whereby even if it doesn't work, right? But then, there's this, like when he applied
Yeah.
for the reconciliation one, the first one,
Yeah, one
and he
failed,
didn't- and he didn't get it. Like, there's this when you're prepared, but then you meet obstacle. Have you seen that book, The Obstacle is the Way?
No,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
of it,
Oh,
but
I just an audio book while listening to that.
I know, Nana.
You used to be more- So when that is like almost you don't hit that obstacle, but then you're prepared. So when he got the opportunity next time,
Yeah.
though it was still new to him, he was like, "No worry." So I think that's like,
Man.
it's really amazing.
Man, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, waiting. Share, Abi.
He don't give us the adult thing. Abi, don't give us that.
But no need, don't give us too much
Don't
tips.
give us
Tips,
the
but the tips too much.
I think see,
If I allow me to talk like 4 hours, because the boy get ideas fully head. But even you should consider writing a book.
I think so.
Write a book. Frank will help you sell on.
Yes, if you have things you want to sell,
just
send it to
run
us. You will pay.
Yeah, no be free that. I don't give you job for free.
Eh?
He pay friend for the 30K.
Thank
He
you.
go pay that.
And so that they go know say we're serious.
And I only just remote keep the paper. One page.
So how many have you sold? We have sold a lot. You know they get the money.
I can't begin to count. Alright, guys, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share. And we'll see you in what next episode. Abi?
Yeah.
Peace. I don't talk that way. I just been adulted though.
You don't talk about.
I just been adultish. Peace.